Hi, welcome to Payne's Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today I thought I would come on with another watercolor Wednesday. And I kind of sketched out this, kind of give me something different to do for myself this time. I think I'm going to keep this one depending on how it comes out. And I'm going to use the watercolor brushes again. I really like these. And we're going to start by priming our color here. And I really want that yellow first. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. And I thought a moon would be really pretty to do. So I want to get that really darkened side of the bottom here. And then kind of come in with another color, another yellow. I think we'll go up, maybe it's down. I don't know. They're kind of all covered up here. They're gently used and loved here. So it's a little bit lighter. Thought it would be a little bit darker, but that's okay. No sass. Sassy's trying to come say hello. And then I think I'm going to go into the gold over here. She hears me playing with the brushes, so she wants to play with them as well. So we're going to go down here with that gold, or up here, depending on how I'm holding this and how you look at it. Because it is the top of the moon, really. And I'm kind of just working that in there, just like so. I realize my pencil mark here has kind of been erased, and I really want that to show through. There we go. So I have that yellow, and I think I want a little bit of gold to it. And I'm not cleaning my brush this time for these ones. I want a little bit of gold to shine through. So just kind of giving it a little rounded gold. Going back up here to that color as well. You can really see that dark color kind of coming through now. Getting right up to that line. So you can really see that dark color starting to come through right there. Really, really pretty. So I'm going to cap this one and we'll set it aside and we'll grab another one. And I think I want maybe this one. No. Let's go with the green water one. Some of my water got back in there, but that's okay. And we're going to come in with the red. So I'm going to turn my piece here and prime that if it's going to prime. I don't know. My brush doesn't want to get water down there. There we go. I think it's kind of squeezing out the top, not down at the base where it should. I prefer to paint with the regular brushes, but using it for the videos kind of works more to my advantage. So I like the red mushrooms. So this one I'm not gonna, I think I'll add stickling to it after. So I have a little bit of shiny and glittery. So I'm going to do the red caps. Really dark on these two. And then I'm going to come through after it's dry with a marker to kind of highlight everything after. And I kind of want the same color mushroom, so get a little bit more paint on there. And this one's going to be tricky because this brush is not very good at doing the little tiny detail work. But I want to get into the around those white spots on this mushroom. So I've only been doing the watercolor Wednesday for a few weeks now, and when I started it I didn't know that there was another host for it and that it had been going on because I hadn't seen it in a while. Hadn't seen the hashtag, and I did look it up, but when I typed it in nothing came up for it. But there is a host, and it is Side Gig Crafts, and she's here on YouTube, and I will link her channel down below. I don't know if anybody else is participating in it because I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen anything for it. when I type it in. So I'm not sure if anybody else is participating in the hashtag or not. Okay, so we've got that done. So far, that looks really cute, right? With that red. So I'm gonna toss that brush over on my keyboard. And get it all over my keyboard as well. And then I need a smaller brush for the underneath here. Like I said, I'm not going to paint too much on the bottom here. I'm gonna turn that again because I want this white. Wow, these do not work very well at all. That one is completely stiff. Let's try this one. There we go. That one's better, but now we've got pink on it. And I don't want pink, so I gotta... Alright, so I went and grabbed a regular brush. The watercolor brushes are just... I don't know if it's use, because I use them a lot, or whatnot, but they're just not doing what I want them to do. So I went back to my brush. My traditional brush here. I like to do the detail work with the tiny little brushes. So I went back to that tiny little brush and I'm getting it really nice and pasted white so that I can get these a little bit whiter. Just a little bit. Kind of like a base coat of white. So you can see that they're painted white a little bit, but not fully white. It kind of highlights that little bit in there as well. And then over here as well. And this, there we go. A little bit more white because we need it for this one. Just like that. Get some more water on there. Get it nice and thick so we can come in here with these. Because I want to have a little bit of a base for the stickles that I'm going to add to them. And I'm okay with it showing a little bit of pink. I did not do the base on these, so I don't know. Let's see if we can get some little bits of white to show. Yeah, it shows a little bit. Not dark enough. I'm not dark enough. Bright enough white, but it's enough to have a base for the stickles when I add them. Oh my goodness. So that tin can I was using, it decided to leak everywhere. Thankfully, I caught it and it didn't get onto my project here, so I'm happy about that. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit of a thrill there, huh? A little... Alright, where were we? We did the yellowing. Let's add a little bit of this gray and green here. But we don't want a lot of it. So what I'm going to do is pull my cover off here. And we're going to mix some coloring. So we want a little bit of that, a little bit of this gray. And then a little bit of this white. And we're going to mix them. And I want a little bit more white because I don't want a lot of gray. I think that's going to be a good color. Maybe just a tad lighter. Yeah, that's going to be a better color. Just a little bit lighter. So I want to highlight here because the moon is not going to hit that part of the piece there. Okay, so a little bit darker. It's not really showing that much. little bit too dark. It all is about mixing and finding the right color, right? All right, I think that might be better. So we'll use our brush and highlight the dark part, and we'll do that here as well. Just that little top there. And then we'll go a little bit here. And then in here is going to be dark as well. Because the sun, I keep calling it the sun. The moon is not going to hit right there. So that's the dark side of the mushroom. And then these ones are a little bit closer. So we'll do the same here, a little bit here. And then a little bit here as well. It kind of gives us like a reference. So we want a little bit darker red as well. It's because we have that darkness there. And then that darkness is going to kind of like smooth down into it. You know what I mean? So you want to start light at the top and then go into the darker part here. Can you see it getting darker there? Right on that side there. And then we're going to do the same here. We want it to get darker as it gets down to the bottom. And then over here, the same thing. Darker as it gets to the bottom. Really pretty like, right? Now let's get some grass growing. We'll start with that green. And I'm just going to come and touch on some of these. And I feel with the watercolor brushes, you don't get like these watercolor brushes here, the water-filled ones. You don't get the ability to do the fine line work with those. It's just my opinion. I don't know if anybody else agrees with that or not, but you don't get that ability that you can get with a regular brush to be able to get those fine lines like I just did there. Really, really fine. And I feel like you lose that with the other brushes. Let's go a little bit this way. And we'll create some here. And have it like go off to the side as well. And some smaller ones like that. Really faint lines in there as well. Kind of like you would see the way grass would grow. Because it doesn't always grow the same direction. And you go in with those fine lines and you get the appearance of grass. So let's come in with that green now. So we're going to do those fine lines again and just kind of go like all kinds of directions. And grab more if we need it. Almost tipped my water over. That would not have been good. And if I got too much on here, I can just absorb that with the brush. So we've got all that grass. Doesn't that look pretty? Really, really gorgeous. So we need almost dipped into the watercolor brushes there. So I want to give a little bit of earthiness to the bottom of that moon. So I'm going to grab some brown. And I'm just going to give a little bit of like a look of the earth with that fine line. Oh my goodness. Not going to freak. I have a brown spot. That's okay. That's okay. We'll fix it. It's okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. It can be fixed. We will come up with something. We'll come up with something. You will come up with something. We'll just like bury it down into the ground here. We'll just make that part of the moon have a little bit more ground. It's not what I wanted, but it will work. It'll work. It will work. It's a happy accident. They happen. They happen, right? Kind of isn't what you wanted, but it will work. It will work. We'll just add a little bit more ground, that's all. And then we'll add some more dirt. But I think this is black. Yep. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and outline everything in that black. We'll start over here. Because I have this really thin brush, I'm just going to use that instead of the marker. I can't believe that I have that lovely little part down there I wasn't planning on having, but that's okay. It happens, right? Deep breaths, breathing through it. Okay. Sassy's over here on my side looking at me like, what are you doing? Oh, that's coming out cute, right? Okay. Try not to get any more happy accidents while I'm doing this. Oh, it looks so cute, right? My hand's gonna shake in a minute here, so I'm trying to do the best that I can. Dealing with that little happy accident. I might not use stickles on it, depending on how these come out. Depending on how it looks after, I might just leave it the way it is. Sometimes I forget I'm using the same color when I do these. And I clean my brush in the middle and then I think after, oh my goodness, what did I just do? I wasn't supposed to clean it. I wasn't supposed to do that. I apologize for the noise you hear in the background. I am home alone. However, my neighbors are outside today because it's a little bit sunny out this morning here in New Hampshire. Okay. So far, that's how it's looking. Looks pretty good, right? I need a little bit more water on my brush. Okay. And I think I need to get down in here a little bit with that. There we go. Okay, so this one is in front of that one. And then that is the top of that one. There's the lights. Then we have this one behind it. And we've got the top of that one there. And a lot of it is showing. So that's good. And then down like this. So far, I'm okay with that little happy accident. It's coming out better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not like mad at it anymore. I mean, I'm still a little surprised that it's there, but I'm not as angry about it as I was when it first happened. And I think that will do the outlining. What do you think? Is that cute or what? So, because of our little happy accident, I'm going to add a little bit of this bronzy gold over here. Yeah. Make sure I have the right one. And just add in some of that color. Which doesn't want to work very well, apparently. Because I want to get a little bit... There we go. A little bit more in there. And then we need some more grass. So I don't know why I dried my brush. So we need to add a couple more lines of grass down in here just to make it look like that's where it's supposed to be and that it's normal, right? Okay, got that. And now we're going to clean our brush and we're going to finish off with this part by getting some more black. And I'm just going to come in with a couple of lines of black, really thin ones, just to highlight that grass. Kind of give the illusion that it's multi-layers. Same with up here. Just want to add a couple of layers of black here and there. It kind of gives the illusion that you've got levels of grass growing. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? So I think I'm going to leave it here for now. I may come back in and add some color behind it with some black later. Maybe. I don't know. Should I color it in black now or later? I think I'll leave it the way it is for now because we're going on 20 minutes. And if I change it, I will take a picture and put it at the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me while I created and all the little blunders we had. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.